it's me, Bree, and I haven't made a video in a while, so I was like, what should I talk about? Because, you know, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know what to YouTube, I don't know what to vlog, so I decided, hey, why not tell the story of when I got my nose pierced? Because I got it done over 2 years ago, I think. Was it 2 years ago? I think it was for my 16th birthday. I'm now 18. So I was like, I never told anyone the story of that, so I might as well just go ahead and tell the story of when I got my nose pierced. So it was for my 16th birthday. And I asked my mom, I was like, hey, can I get my belly button pierced? So I was originally going to get my belly button pierced. But my mom was like, oh, well, sure, I don't know, I don't care. And then, because I originally wanted my nose pierced because, you know, I wanted to put a hoop in it. So I asked my mom, and I was like, okay, well, can I get my nose pierced instead of my belly button? And she was like, no, I don't want you to have your nose pierced, blah, 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 because she thought it was like, I don't know if you guys have seen those pictures of people who have, like, gauged noses. That's what she thought I was going to do to my nose. No, I'm not doing that to my nose. But no, that's what my mom thought I was going to do. So she said no until I showed her what I wanted, which was the stud, just so that way she would say yes, because she told me she didn't want the hoop. But after I got it done, it was obviously too late because I put a hoop in anyway after it was done healing, which my piercing only took 2 weeks max to heal, when normally they take 4 to 6 weeks to heal. Like, really? My nose healed fast, so I originally wanted my belly button done, and my mom said sure. And then I showed her what I wanted done with my nose, and she agreed more to get my nose done than my belly button. And I still don't have my belly button done, and I really, truly want my belly button pierced. But so, I was talking to my mom about it, and we went to, I think it was like Engineer Inc. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly where I got it done. But I got my nose pierced like a couple days after my birthday, and it was really exciting and really intense because I was freaking out because I have a huge fear of needles, like a major fear of needles. So I was freaking out, I was shaking, I was like, oh my god, why am I doing this? Like, it's a spur of the moment type thing. I just all of a sudden wanted to get a piercing. And I was freaking out. Like, I've had my ears gauged, so I didn't see why that was such a big deal, because I was like, oh, gauging my ears is going to feel worse than getting a tiny little needle through my nose. And I was freaking out, because I'm terrified of needles, I'm terrified of blood, and it freaked me out, and I was shaking like a leaf. So when I got there, they had me fill out all this paperwork, and my mom had to sign for it because I was obviously under the age of 18, so I wasn't legally allowed to get a piercing without parental consent. So my mom had to sign all this paperwork saying that it was okay, that she was giving me consent to do it. And so they called me back after some other girl got out with her belly button piercing, and it was my turn to go in. My instant question, the very first thing I asked the guy was, how bad does this hurt? What does it feel like? Is it gonna hurt? And I just kept asking thousands and thousands of questions, like differently asking how much it hurts. Like, does it feel like you're getting a shot? Is it gonna bleed? Is it gonna hurt? Am I gonna cry? Am I gonna like pass out? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does it hurt? And I was freaking out so bad because I'm terrified of needles and I didn't know how to react. So I was freaking out. And I kept saying, I don't know if I want to do this. I want to do this, but I don't know. And he kept saying, he's like, I legally can't pierce you if you say no, or if you say, I don't know. So I legally am not allowed to pierce you if you keep saying you don't know, or if you tell me you don't want it pierced, I can't do it because it's against the law and you can sue me saying that I pierced you illegally. So do you want to do it? And I said, I want to do it. And so he just said, okay, well, I need you to breathe. Just take deep breaths, just relax, lay back, close your eyes. So I did. And he cleaned the area, he marked the little spot, and he showed me, he's like, okay, is that a good spot for it? Because, like, obviously, like, it's gonna sit well on my nose with the stud, and, like, the hoop isn't gonna be, like, sticking out and stuff like that, and it's gonna look good with the hoop and stuff like that if you do decide to put a hoop in. So I was like, sure, that looks good. And so then I just kept asking more questions, like, okay, like, how is this gonna feel? What's gonna happen? What exactly do you do? And here comes the fun part. So he put the little clamps on, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna pierce your nose in 4 seconds. And I said, okay. So I closed my eyes and I just started breathing, and I was shaking, and I was like holding my mom's hand. I was like, I can do this. I want a tattoo. I want my belly button pierced. I can do this. And I was freaking out. I was freaking out. I was shaking. And he said, deep breath in. And I felt the needle right there, right on the little dot. I felt the nose. And as he said, deep breath out, I started breathing out, and the needle went through my nose. And I didn't tear up. I didn't cry. Everyone was like, oh yeah, you're gonna cry, you're gonna tear up because your nose, like if you've ever plucked a nose hair, you instantly start crying because your nose is connected to your eye glands or your tear ducts. So he said, the guy who pierced my nose said, you're gonna cry, you're gonna tear up, and it's gonna bleed a tiny bit. I didn't cry. I didn't tear up, period. Like, it didn't even hurt. I was freaking out for nothing because honestly, getting a flu shot hurts worse than getting your nose pierced, in my opinion. So it didn't hurt me at all until after I left the parlor. That's when it started to kind of hurt a little bit, but it actually didn't hurt except for the healing process. But on a scale of 1 to 10 with the healing process, I think it was more of like a 2 to 3 with the healing process. It didn't hurt. So I was really excited, and I was really, really happy, and I loved how it came out. And that was just my piercing experience. So after he put the jewelry in, I was just so excited. I was like, well, thank you for piercing my nose. Like, that was amazing. It didn't hurt. Thank you so much. And I paid for my piercing. I got all the cleaning stuff, and he told me exactly what to do, how to clean it, and take care of it. And that's basically how my piercing went. And the healing process was really, really fast. I had to clean it like 2 to 3 times a day. And I had to like move it around a little bit so it wouldn't stick. But other than that, my piercing didn't hurt. It healed fairly fast. And it was a really fun experience. So, I don't know. I just felt like that'd be a cute, fun little video to upload on how I got my nose done. So, that's pretty much it, really. I mean, that's the story of when I got my nose pierced. And now I have my hoop. It's been like 2 years, I think, since I've had it pierced, and it's obviously real. I don't know how else to prove it except for the fact that it's obviously real. So, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I guess see you in the next video. Peace.